grab a drink, get a snack, kick your feet up and relax. Subscribe, like, and comment and all that. Because story time is back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, before I get started, shout out to YouTube partners, YouTube creators for this handy little thing. This movie clapper thingy. I think that's what it's called. I love it. For the ones of you who do follow me on Instagram, I know y'all been seeing me post lately about me wanting to turn some of my story times into short films, skits, stuff like that. That is definitely a thing. I'm definitely trying to put things into play. I want to have casting calls. I want to do everything the right way. So please be on the lookout for that. All right, without further ado, let's just jump straight back to the story time because they got me messed up, y'all. As my supposed to be friend, there's a plethora, many, plenty, millions and billions of girls in this world. Why I feel like you're going after my girlfriend? Mind you, this the same girlfriend you hooked us up. You're the one that said, hey, I got a friend for you. I feel like y'all would be great together. I feel like y'all match each other's vibe, this, and that. You came bothering me with this girl. Now that me and her are together, I feel like you just cannot seem to take your nose out of our business. You want to know what we doing all the time, where we at all the time. Can you come? And even self-inviting. It was really starting to get under my skin, y'all. So yes, I had the conversation with her. I told her how I felt. She said that she completely understood. She even apologized. She said it won't happen again. I left ready to tell the tea to my girl. By the time I got back to my crib, my friend was on the phone with my girlfriend, and they was talking about I have no idea because I felt like my girlfriend was kind of being secretive, not really trying to let me know what's going on. Right quick, I want to know, are y'all the type when something happens, do y'all let y'all partner know instantly? Like if somebody tell you, hey, don't tell nobody, is that including your partner, or do you just be like, you know what, I have to tell my boyfriend, I have to tell my girlfriend the tea? Because me, I'm gonna tell them the tea, like regardless. Like I'm gonna tell them not to tell nobody, like for real. You don't tell nobody. I know they told me not to tell nobody, but you don't tell nobody. It's like you have to do that. So I'm starting to ask my girl like, hey, what's going on? Who's that on the phone? And she doesn't want to tell me what her and my friend are talking about. And it's just like, that really threw me off because she started even acting strange. So I told her, look, if you're not going to tell me, I'm going to call her myself. I'm blowing my friend phone up. She's not answering. That's not like her at all. I asked my girlfriend again, do you want to tell me what y'all was talking about? She tried to make it seem like I was tripping. It's not that deep. I need to calm down, this, and that. That same friend, I just got done blowing her phone up 10 plus times. She calls my girlfriend back. Not me. My girlfriend wasn't the one calling her. I was. I'm calling you from my phone. Why aren't you returning my calls? Why are you calling my girlfriend back? So as you can imagine, y'all already know that definitely lit a fire up under me. And if I didn't have any doubt about what was going on, I was for sure certain that they was doing something, whether they was messing around, whether they was talking, because it just didn't make any type of sense whatsoever. I don't care that they have been friends before me and that they've known each other longer. It's just some stuff you do not do, right? So, you know me, I immediately start flipping out, as I should. I felt justified. And now, only now is my girlfriend talking about, okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. I need you to sit down. I just want you to calm down. I'm going to be honest with you. Mind y'all, she's had months to be honest with me. Months as I've been kind of coming to her like, you know what? Trash has been acting kind of, I don't know. It's just, why is she always there with us? Why does she always want to be around us? Why does she always try to include herself? She tried to play it like I was tripping. She's like, okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on. Don't worry, just calm down, like relax. I'm just like, okay, let's hear what she got to say, chat. Let me tell you a fun fact about me. I hate it when someone is trying to tell me something, but they're beating around the bush. They're taking a long time to get to the point. It's just like, she's like, well, as you know, me and her have been friends for a long time before. I already know that. Tell me what I need to know. Stop trying to add little bits and pieces. Just tell me. Let's just get to it. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but the small talk, especially right now in this situation, is definitely not necessary. Tell me what's up. So finally, she gets to the point and she's like, well, you know, we've been friends for a long time or whatever. And I feel like she didn't know that I was into women. So when I kind of was telling her that I was into women, she suggested you, like maybe that we should talk, you know, that way I could see for sure if I'm into women, this, and that. And I felt like when she saw how me and you were vibing, she was getting jealous and in her feelings. She's like, we've never messed around before. We've never did anything. We never even flirted with each other. But I think that she didn't think that I would be that into you. And that's why we're here. So wait, am I the experiment? So wait, y'all could have really left me alone. So wait, what? Are y'all as confused as I am? Let me know. My girlfriend then proceeds to go on and say, well, yes, I felt like she didn't know that I was actually going to be into women. And now that I am, like, I love you, I'm with you, I want to be with you, I feel like she can't handle it. So for whatever reason, she feels like she needs to be attached to me. That don't make sense, right? Like, please let me know. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I'm talking about none. I don't care which way you try to put it, how you try to do it, y'all. That would never make any sense, right? I don't know, y'all. I feel like it's one thing to be disrespectful, to do something to, hurt my feelings and stuff like that. But when it's time to give a reason why and it still doesn't make sense, I think that irritated me more than anything. So my friend hooked me up with her friend that she didn't know was gay, that she didn't even think that she talked to me. And now that she's seeing the way that, we vibe, now we in a relationship, everything was going smooth and cool. Now you want her for some odd reason? So instantly my girl was like, you know what, but I told you, like, I'm blocking her, like, that's it. If it comes down to it, I'd rather lose her as a friend than lose this relationship. I'm kind of like sick and tired of going back and forth anyway. I just didn't really know how to tell you. I don't know what's been going on with her. But as a friend, I've been trying to be there for her to try to, see this through. But at this point, it's getting out of hand. I never thought that she would do something like this, so I'm going to cut her off. Now, before I tell y'all, do y'all think I stayed with my girl? Do y'all think I broke up with her? Like, do y'all think I was just super strict and was like, nah, this, that? Or do you think I stayed and was like, you know what? Maybe we can work this out. Before I tell you, right now in the comments, let me know. Okay, maybe some of y'all figured it out. Maybe some of y'all didn't. But to answer my question, I stayed. But let me tell you why. Because I know a lot of y'all going to be like, what? Why would you stay? There was a red flag. You should have left, da-da-da. Y'all, I stayed because I felt like I had a point to prove to my friend. Well, now she's my ex-friend because at this point, I felt like, oh, so this is the girl you want? This is the girl that you following us around, you trying to get with her? No, I got her. So to be completely honest, I felt like just the situation, I had kind of checked out of the relationship, but I'm staying to be petty, to be spiteful, to let you know you want the girl, you still gonna get the girl. So yeah. My girlfriend walks over to the table. She grabs her phone. Y'all, Trash is still calling her phone, blowing it back off her phone. She's holding the phone up, so she's showing me that she's blocking Trash. And that was that. And I was just kind of like sitting there, low-key still trying to process everything because it's still just so weird to me how everything happened. Because if you liked her, then you should have went after her. Mind you, I had no idea who this girl was, nothing like that. But it's like, to try to hook us up, then to try to come and try to snatch her back, we ain't doing that. Even though I felt like things will never be the same, like within a relationship, like we was trying, like me and my girl, we finally are able to go out on dates by ourselves. We're finally able to have time alone. We're finally able to do our movie nights and not have to worry about somebody popping up, self-inviting themselves. So that was a plus, if I do say so myself. At this point, y'all, 2 whole weeks have passed, and literally we have not heard from Trash. Trash has not tried to reach out, this, and that. Mind y'all, my girl blocked her, so I really wasn't expecting her to be able to get through to her. Anyway, 2 weeks later, I get a text, and it's from Trash saying, hey, we need to talk whenever you're ready. I called your phone like 10 times. I was blowing your phone up. I'm the one telling you that we need to talk about 2 weeks ago, and now you want to talk to me? What you got to talk to me about? Like, what you got to say? For a minute, y'all, I had no intentions on responding back to Trash. I had no intentions on talking to her. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I should block her too. Until she sent the text, it was like, trust me, you're going to want to talk about this. It's about your girlfriend. Oh, see, now you have my attention. I'm not going to lie. As bad as I wanted to just, block the number and move on, I'm just kind of curious because what about my girlfriend do you have to tell me? Like, what's really tea, right, y'all? Would y'all want to know what she had to say, or would y'all just block, forget about it, and move on? Let me know in the comments. Also, I was kind of going back and forth, like, should I tell my girl what Trash just texted me, or should I keep it to myself? Because I really wasn't sure if my girl was going to try to switch the narrative. I didn't want to give her any time to try to, pull one over on my head. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep on it. If I wake up in the morning and it's still bothering me, I'm going to hear Trash back and say, okay, let's talk. But if I wake up in the morning and it's just like, you know what? It's not that deep, I'm going to block Trash and keep going. Before I tell y'all what I did, what do y'all think? Do y'all think I reached out to Trash and talked to her about it? Or do you think I actually blocked her and it was just like, you know what, forget her, I'm moving on? Even though I did feel like, you could literally feel the way that things have changed between me and my girlfriend, I was still trying because I felt like, she was still trying. And besides, I feel like it really wasn't that crazy. You telling me that your friend may have had some feelings for you, or maybe she was jealous because she sees that you actually like girls. It's not like you cheated on me. It's not like you did anything bad. So I'm like, you know what? Let's give it another chance. So boom. Went to sleep last night, and y'all, the crazy part is I actually had a dream. I had a dream that my girlfriend and Trash was literally running off into the sunset, getting married, having kids, and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, it's still bothering me. I woke up the next morning. I text Trash and said, when and where you want to talk? Like, let's do it. Trash immediately texts me back, like, within the same minute. And she's like, it's whatever. I'll call off work to pull up on you or whatever. We can meet at that same park. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get off work because I'm going to make them coins first. When I get off work, we can meet up at the park. And you know what I'm saying? You can talk to me, tell me whatever. She's like, all right, bet. I'll see you later. Kill. So, boom, y'all. The whole time I'm at work, I could not stop thinking about what Trash has to tell me about my girlfriend. Mind you, I'm already going through so many different possibilities. Like, okay, if she says this, I can just say this. If she says that, I can say she's lying. I'm just really trying to prep myself because, honestly, I don't know which way this thing gonna go. The whole time I'm at work, I couldn't do nothing but think about it. Like, I could barely even work. So, boom. Get off work. It's finally time. She was like, hey, I'm headed to the park. I told her, like, yeah, me too. I'll meet you there. Okay, kill. Mind y'all, I didn't tell my girlfriend nothing about this. She has no idea. I know I had a feeling to not tell her about it because I felt like if I would have told my girlfriend, she would not have wanted me to meet up with Trash. So I'm like, you know what? Depending on what she got to tell me, depending on how the conversation going to go, that's when I decide if I want to tell her or not. Kill. So I get there before her, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on her to pull up. My girlfriend starts calling me. She's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing, just got off work. I'm stopping by the gas station right quick. I'm going to, get some gas or whatever, maybe grab some snacks. She's like, okay, tonight I want to have movie night or whatever. What do you want me to cook? I'm telling her, like, it's whatever. You can cook. Like, I don't really have a preference. Okay, cool. She's like, all right, I'll see you later. I felt bad for lying, but at the same time, I'm just like, just wait, because like I said, depending on how the conversation is going to go, maybe I can tell her, maybe I can let her in on this. So we wrapping up the call, and it's almost perfect timing because Trash starts to pull up right beside me. Usually every time we link up, we do our little handshake or whatever, but neither one of us was really feeling it. And I just thought that was so funny because, obviously we're not friends anymore because of the situation that happened. So it is what it is. So I'm like, so what's up? And just like my girlfriend, here she is talking in circles. She's like, bruh, like, you my dog. We've been friends for a while or whatever. I'm hating the way everything happened. Like I told her, like, Trash. Get to the point, bro. I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to be out here for too long. It's already kind of hot. You said you wanted to meet up to talk. Let's just get straight to the point for real. None of that small talk. All right, hold on, wait. I almost forgot. If you made it this far in the video and you're really locked in and you're really paying attention, it's time to see who really locked in and who really paying attention. I want to know if you could handpick your career, whether it's a doctor, lawyer, preacher, teacher, whatever, what would you pick? It has to be some type of career. If you could just pick, like, without going to college for it, without needing all the extra trainings and all this other stuff, if you could just wake up one morning and pick something and be that for the rest of your life, I want to know, what would it be? Comment down below. All right, so boom, back to the story. So Trash is like, bruh, I just feel like you don't know the truth about a lot that's going on. Like, I don't know what she's telling you, but basically, I was just trying to do my part. I'm just like, what is your part? Mind you, she's talking in circles, so it's almost like I have to force this out of you. And that's just crazy to me because you're the one that said you wanted to talk to me. So what's going on? So I started talking in hopes that, well, you said I don't know the whole truth. So maybe when you hear what my girlfriend was telling me, maybe you have something to, I don't know, put up against it. So I was like, so basically she told me that you didn't think that she would be into women for real. You didn't think that she would even like me. And so now that you see me and her happy, you're low-key jealous. You're wishing it was you, right? She's like, nah, bro, that's not it. Like, you got it wrong. Like, I don't know why she telling you that. I don't know why she lying. But actually, I feel like we tried. Like, me and her was trying to have a relationship. One time we kissed, even though we was both drunk. But we really didn't pay that no mind or no stuff like that. I just feel like she need to tell you the whole truth. One thing about it, I can't stand when two grown adults have two different stories. Like, we all grown. There's really no need to lie. So why are y'all lying? Like, I don't know who to believe. Do I believe my girl? Do I believe Trash? Is both of them lying? At this point, it's just a real weird position to be in. So Trash even continues to go on and say, like, yeah, anytime that I pulled up, I was invited. She was actually telling me to, like, pull up. I don't know if she never told you that, but yeah, she was like, I would never self-invite. She was telling me where y'all was at. Because remember I told y'all, even times where I didn't even tell Trash, like, what we was doing or where we was going, because I caught on to the fact that, dang, every time I tell you, you just seem to pull up. She said that my girlfriend was actually telling her, like, hey, we're here, pull up. Hey, come kick it with us. Hey, what are you doing? You need to come be with us. Like, my girlfriend was giving her all the tea. And I'm just like, dang, that do kind of make sense. Because even one time I'm like, how did she know we was here? She just popped up out of nowhere. Trash also says, like, yeah, bruh, honestly, she was the one telling me, like, I was telling her, like, look, I feel like y'all getting serious, so I'm gonna step back. She didn't want me to step back. Trash says that she feels like my girlfriend want us to, like, fight over her, that she gets a kick out of seeing two people go back and forth and being tweeted about her. And honestly, that's just not me at all. I'm not about to sit here and fight and argue and be in tour with somebody over you. I'm gonna get somebody else. And honestly, the girl at that time, she was not worth the drama. She was not worth the fight. She was not worth none of that. Like, I'm cool. Trash also says, and if you think I'm lying, I'll let you read the text. Y'all, Trash passed me her phone, and honestly, lo and behold, my girlfriend at the time, definitely an instigator. Definitely saying stuff like, oh, so you're not going to pull up because you scared of her, or you don't want her to be mad at you. Like, pull up. We about to go to the movies. We about to go to the arcade. You need to pull up. She was definitely trying to add fuel to the fire. And to me, that is so lame. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Seeing them text messages from my girl, basically her being an instigator, even telling her, like, if you don't pull up, I'm never going to talk to you again. How is she doing all that? Meanwhile, I'm on the other end of this telling her, like, I think it's so weird that she's always everywhere. I think it's so weird that Trash always wants to be around us. And the whole time you're inviting her, borderline threatening her, telling her if she doesn't show up, you're going to cut her off, that she's scary, that you'll never forget this, that she won't have to worry about you no more. I'm just like, wow. I was sick. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I was sick about it. I was just like, dang, there's literally no way. Because I felt like this girl, she was just too good at what she was doing. And I'm not understanding why two people arguing and fighting over her, like, gives her this type of rush. But I'm just not with that. Trash was like, yeah, bro. Like, I wasn't even going to say nothing. But I just already knew that she was over there trying to tell you a different story. And then by her blocking me and trying to communicate, he's like, that's why. She said that's why she was calling my girl so many times to see, like, hey, like, are y'all joking? Am I supposed to tell her what was going on? But mind y'all, my girl never answered her. Instead, she blocked her and kept it moving. Trash was like, you know what? I just been going through the days, like, trying to figure out what I should do, and I feel like this is the right thing to do. Like, this is all the truth, nothing but the truth. She was like, if you want to go through any other old text, she's like, I can screenshot, I can send them to you. You can have access to all of my social media, whatever. It's like, this is the truth. Your girl tried to play you. Like, she was trying to play you like you was crazy the whole time. You was right. I didn't even want to, like, pop up and be there around y'all, this, and that. She said that the day that me and her had that talk, she instantly called my girlfriend and was like, look, we got to stop this. This is obviously bothering her. I don't want to do this. She said that my girl told her either keep showing up or it's going to be bad for her. We don't know what that means. Maybe she thought that she had something hanging over Trash head or whatever like that. But she was literally trying to make this girl be everywhere we was. Whole time you kicking it to me like, oh, it's nothing. Maybe she just missed her friends, this, and that. Y'all, I was sick about it. I'm not going to lie. So I'm just standing there basically in shock. I literally had no words. I literally had nothing to say. So, finally I'm like, you know what? You about to go to our crib. I want you to go to our crib. Here's my key. I want you to walk in there first, and I want to see what her reaction is. I want to see if she's still going to try to play into it. I want to see if she going to turn you away. Is she really this person that you're saying that she is? Y'all, at that point, I just need to see it with my own two eyes because I'm like, there's no way she played the part that good. So, boom. Me and Trash got a plan together. We was like, you know what? We're just you going to go into my house first. You're going to walk in there and see how she reacts. Next thing you know, maybe if you get comfortable, whichever way it's going to go, then I'm going to walk in, and then we can finally, catch her up and see what she has to say for herself. Bam. Let's get messy. So, boom, y'all. Trash is on her way over to my house. Before she walks in, she calls me on the phone. She puts the phone in her pocket. She has the key. She's turning it. She walks in. The first thing that my girl says is, oh, my God, what took you so long? Why you haven't been reaching out to me when I blocked you? So you just literally left me alone. You don't care about our friendship. Like, anyway, what are you doing here? Because she's on her way home from work, this, and that. And Trash is, like, not saying nothing. My girl is like, why aren't you saying anything? Why are you being weird? Like, I'm going to unblock you, but you have to calm down. You almost gave us up, this, and that. Y'all, Trash is literally not saying anything. Next thing you know, lo and behold, I walk in. And it's like she almost seen a ghost. And almost instantly, she tried to flip it. She's like, why is Trash even here? What is she doing with your key? That is so weird. I was just about to call the police. Were you really? You were just about to call the police. Dang, that's crazy because at first you was telling her like you missed her. What took her so long to reach out after she blocked you? She was supposed to reach out through email. She was supposed to even send a handwritten letter, all this other stuff. Like, you're weird. So me, I instantly get to going off on her. I'm like, yeah, nah, you got me messed up, this, and that. Like, get your stuff, get out. Even Trash is telling her, like, you're very weird. Like, I told you that we should have been stopped this. Like, you tried to really play me against my best friend. And the way you moved in the end, you tried to make it seem like it was just me when this was all your plan. She's like, you was telling me what to do. You was telling me the places to move, to come up to. You was telling me, like, don't back down, even though you seen Star Young was having attitudes. You seen that she really didn't want me there. She was saying this was all you. I looked at my girl, y'all. She didn't have nothing to say. She looking crazy. I'm like, okay, this is your time to shine. Speak up. Speak for yourself. Like, what do you have to say? Y'all, no words. All she did was bust out crying. Like, oh, brother, here come the waterworks. Like, nah, the tears ain't gonna save you this time. I told her, like, look, you got until tonight to have all your stuff packed and get up out my crib. Like, the major stuff, the TVs, the beds, the furniture, that was all mine. All she really had was clothes anyway. Go ahead. I don't got nowhere to go. And Trash was just like, well, you can't come to my spot. Like, I'm done with you too. Like, that was that. Yo, she even was asking Trash if Trash could help her pack. Trash was like, nah, like, I'm about to go and be with my girl. I just want to go ahead and put the truth out because I didn't like the way you moved. Trash got in her car, left, and I stood there watching my girl pack up everything she ever had in that crib and get ready to leave. It'll always be so funny to me how life works because I bet she thought that she would never get caught. I bet she thought that she was playing her hands so good. I bet she thought that she really had it in the bag whole time. Every dog has its day. Everything done in the dark gonna always come to light, so be careful what you do, mama. She was trying to reach out after that. I made sure to block her because at that point, there was nothing else to talk about. There was nothing else to fix. I didn't want to have any dealings with her. Me and Trash, we were still like cool, cordial, but never like the best friends that we were before this whole incident happened. And y'all, that was that. Really hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Y'all know it's so much more to go. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I recently was just at Vegas. We may have a Vegas story time depending on how I feel about it because it definitely went down in Vegas. If you know, you know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so y'all won't miss it. A lot of y'all be late to the party. Y'all need to see this right when it's dropped because sometimes it be spoilers in the comments. And I don't want that for y'all. So, until then, we'll meet again for the next Say It With Me story time.